the Big Eaty.
I'm the Queen of Evil!
Talia had returned safely from the council.
Forward, men! Fight this abomination! The alliance of good shall not fail! Well, not again!
Heroes prepared to push towards the dungeon and would inevitably encounter Gorgu. Apparently, Talia had to ensure not only his empowerment, but also his safety.
Oh, this babysitting is already getting on my nerves, and I don't even get paid for it. But okay, at least the heroes come straight here to get their asses kicked. Go ahead, whack 'em on the beans, smash their gourds, put radishes in their eyes.
In order to catch living heroes for Gorgu, a prison would need to be built. Immediately, Talia and the incarcerating evil set out to build such a room.
Prison? Sounds like a sensible thing to do, but it's fun to watch some sorrowful characters languishing away there.
The planless evil scouts had discovered some undead that Tristan had captured. These necromancers and vampire queens would be a most welcome addition.
Exactly! More cannon fodder for the front. I mean, strong support for our army. Go on, free them. Get them out of there. Send them draft notices.
A vampire queen joined the undead evil. Her healing powers were captivating. Wonderful. Manivores have been discovered in your dungeon. Ding dong! It's payday! A few manivores have appeared in your dungeon. Your army has just decreased in size due to death.
Brothers, the time has come! Now it is up to us to bring the realms of good to blossom once again. There in the underground, my evil stepsister has allied herself with the deviant creatures of chaos. The absolute evil's last stand. Forward, men! Destroy this abomination once and for all!
Tristan seemed to know how to motivate his men. They rushed towards the dungeon with a battle-hardened fervor.
All right, creatures, we'll show my brother. Tear them to pieces, beat them to a pulp, and, oh, don't hurt them too much, because we need them alive for Gorgu.
Manivores have appeared in your dungeon. Enemies are in the dungeon. The newly built prison gleamed and sparkled, or normally would have, but the little snots had just cobbled it together out of old material. Still, it would serve its purpose and keep living heroes captive. These could then be fed to Gorgu using the Hand of Terror. The ingenious evil surely knew that it was only a matter of time before heroes would descend upon Gorgu. Wisely, it cranked up workshop production in order to be able to set traps.
Sure. Naturally, I knew that. By all means, onward, little snots! Work faster!
A pathetic hero languished in prison. The horrible evil could feed him to Gorgu. The baby-feeding evil had thrown Gorgu his first hero. The young little snot gleefully set about soaking up its soul energy.
Oh, the little one is so cute. Now a little burp and then let us rain death and destruction upon the humans.
Talia's certainty of victory seemed somewhat premature, for Gorgu's hunger was far from satisfied. It would take many more heroes before he would reach his full strength. Talia and the merciless evil had repelled the first wave of attack, but the heroes would not stand idly by and would soon move in again.
I sure hope so, because we're going to have to feed a lot more of them to Gorgu. Come on, bring it on, like lambs to the slaughter.
A hero disappeared into Gorgu's chambers. The necromantic evil welcomed the necromancer into its ranks. These undead mages could rain powerful magic upon their enemies once it was researched. The decent evil had rescued the necromancers from their plight. These willingly joined the army of absolute evil. Necromancers were good ranged fighters. What was truly impressive, however, was the skill allowing them to create a blight mist, which could heal and strengthen undead in its area of effect, causing minions to explode upon death and weaken enemies. A new area has been unearthed in the dungeon. Your demonic portal is under attack. The dwarf-destroying evil had defeated the dwarven jailers and thus gained access to their secret prison. once again, many heroes gathered to attack the dungeon. Gorgu seemed reasonably satisfied. Talia and the land gravy-seeking evil had probably satisfied the little one over a fifth of his hunger. The first step had been taken.
That was ridiculously easy. Open wide, Gorgu. Here comes the next hero.
Payday! There are enemies in your dungeon. The surrounding scouring evil had discovered a locked dungeon gate. A small yellow note indicated that the key could be found in the nearby hero camp. Your gold vein is nearly exhausted. The all-destroying evil had destroyed the hero camp and found the key to the previously discovered dungeon gate.
Bye-bye, baby!
A gold vein has been mined out. A few manivores have appeared in your dungeon. A hero had been tossed into Gorgu's chamber. Gorgu's stomach was already almost half full. The budding celebrity chef evil seemed very pleased with itself. Surprising, seeing as all these heroes were served raw.
Hey, what about me? I'm very satisfied myself. Maybe we'll stuff an apple in the next one's mouth.
A pathetic hero languished in prison. The horrible evil could feed him to Gorgu. The absolute evil had tossed a hero into Gorgu's chambers. The jailbreak preparing evil had eliminated a prison's dwarven guards. The prisoners now belonged to it alone. Payday! Gorgu slowly developed a little paunch, but the diet of only heroes obviously seemed to agree with him. At least he was accumulating lots of soul energy.
Ugh. That last hero had munched enough garlic to take out all the vampires in all of the kingdoms. But whatever, keep it up, Gorgu. Soon you'll be a great and powerful dungeon lord, and you'll finally be able to do something useful.
A dungeon gate leading to the underground opened up in front of the delighted evil's army. A gold vein has been mined out. A hero disappeared into Gorgu's chambers. A golden portal suddenly opened in the dungeon. If Talia and the overrun evil failed to destroy it, heroes would inevitably use it to enter the dungeon.
What? But all my lovingly placed traps and defense plans. I even drew them in using colored pencils. Whatever. Go on, creatures. Destroy those magical portals. Just hammer on them with your weapons. That'll destroy them. That's how it always worked before.
On the other hand, it still needed heroes to feed Gorgu, so maybe those portals weren't all bad for Talia after all. Your enemies are in the dungeon. Gorgu was almost completely sated. He didn't need much more to reach his full potential.
All right, let's move on to the desserts. There's hot raspberry hero, hero brulee, and oh, what the hell, there's just more normal heroes from the dungeon. Go on, keep on munching. It's your patriotic contribution to the evil empire.
The absolute evil had tossed a hero into Gorgu's chambers. enemies have entered the dungeon. A hero disappeared into Gorgu's chambers. A hero had been cast into Gorgu's chambers. Hey, Daddy. Your enemies are in the dungeon. A hero disappeared into Gorgu's chambers. A gold vein is almost exhausted. Defeating evil had done it. Gorgu was reasonably sated. Theoretically, all it had to do now was initiate his transformation. Or it could...
Come on, men! Get yourselves together and finally put an end to that thing!
Gorgu let out a deafening, satisfied belch that sent the remaining heroes fleeing.
Getting the absolute evil back on its feet was a lot easier than I...